Hello there, I'm Suzuki Rat and welcome to a statue tutorial. Now as you can see behind, we have Snake Doctor and Solidarity. Solidarity was an old tutorial I did a while back. Snake Doctor I did just the other day. And all I did was worked off of a couple of pictures. And I think it went pretty well. So today I am back to build, as you would have seen in the description, to have found this video, Superchache. So we're going to grab some stuff first. Obviously that's what we need to do every time, grab some colours. So again, try and keep them mainly out of wool for survival building purposes. So we will need brown wool, white wool, light grey wool. We will obviously need red wool and yellow wool because of the main colour of the skin. We'll also need black wool, and there's a couple of bits of details where we need a couple of other colours, but I can't remember, I think it was the light blue and the cyan we used. And I think that is it. Oh, we need orange for a little bit more detail at the end as well. So we'll grab that now. There is a couple of bits of wood on this statue as well, but we'll pick them up as we need them nearer the end. So, because it's an optional extra really. So, we have Snake Doctor and Solidarity here, and I watched the Area 33 series and they seem to be palling up with Superchache, as Superchache is on the alliance of the Snake Doctor team. So we will put him over here somewhere behind with Solidarity, kind of in line with Solidarity. Because, yeah, Team Snake can be here. So, I don't know why I placed that there. It's just working out. Right, brown first. So, as with every Minecraft statue, 8 wide. So, start with 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Brown along the floor, as you do with every Minecraft statue, 8. So, we will extend him back this way. So, we'll place a block down. We'll do the TSMC trick of placing a block so you know where the front is. So now extend each end brown back by 3. Whoops. Yeah, each end brown back by 3 and connect them together. So you have the standard Minecraft statue rectangle. Now this one's quite simple for the legs. We'll just stack another row of brown on top first. There's your first stage. Simple, done. Doesn't really matter which way you're facing at the moment. And then again, another row on top of white this time. So all the way around with white. So that's your 3 rows. So again, this one, it doesn't really matter which way round you do it. Just place a light grey on each corner. And on the long sides, where you have the 6 gap, place light grey on the middle 2. So the legs don't matter which way round you do them because they're the same all the way up. So as you can see now, this is 4 to the grey. And we know statue legs are correct, they are 12. So we have 4. So 4 from 12 is correct, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On top of the grey. Doesn't matter which grey you choose, just place 8 on top. And now we're on to our favourite thing of all statues. Yeah, you guessed it. Fill it all up to the top of that red with red. So as always, this statue has quite a few plain features. So we will be just plodding on with filling in, talking about nonsense and gibberish, or just me rambling on about nothing as normal, while we fill in column after column of red wool. So if you're not sure if you did it right, just when you finish, just count. The legs are 12 high in total. So I don't need to count 9 because I know I've done it right. But if you're not sure, there's no harm in double checking. So last 2 columns now. Come on, last 2, and we're done. Simple legs, done. So what should we do now? I think we just need to put a white rim all the way around first. The problem I've got is that I don't use plans, I just have a picture, or on this case I just have the actual statue on my tablet in front of me. So, and it's going dark on the Pocket Edition, so it makes it difficult. So we'll place a ring, it's not really a ring because it's a rectangle, but a rectangle of white on top all the way around. And as I say, we are now working on the torso. So I think the best way we can do it now is if we add the hands on the side, we've got this block to build off. It'll be easier. And we forgot the skin colour, didn't we? As always with a lot of my statues, we will be using white stained clay for the skin tone. So grab yourself some white stained clay, because we didn't get it earlier. And find the front. That's why I put this block here, because now you need to decide what's your front. So we know we're facing that way, this is our front. So it doesn't really matter, both arms are down by the side, but yeah, it'll help in a minute because the details on the torso is different. So as with all statues, the hands just extend this white row out to the side by 4 rows with your white stained clay. And then repeat that on the other side. The dog is dreaming. 4 rows on each side. So once you've done that, the easiest way I think to do it would be stack 3 extra rows of white stained clay all the way around the outside of each hand. I don't know why I just mock showed you that when I should have just filled it. It would have saved a couple of seconds. So 3 rows on each side. Yes, very large hands on this skin. I don't know why. I just copied it from pictures online, so way back when as well. So if I went and reviewed the statues, I could probably edit them a little bit and make them slightly different, but this still looks good, and again it ties in with this whole cartoony effect that we have gone for. So once we've done the hands, I think the easiest thing to do is we'll carry on working up on the arms. So that white stained clay 4 rows high, go around the top of it with white. Pretty straightforwards. A lot of these statues are straightforwards because you don't want them too difficult to build, to be honest. You can go and put loads of detail in it, but it will make it a lot harder to actually build. So again, I think we should we work on the front? I think we'll work on the front because there's a bit of detail on the front. So grab your red wool, and on top of this first row of white, throw a row of red. And again, I should have just done it as I was doing it. Find the middle 2 and place red on the middle 2. Then get yellow either side of those red. This is just the pattern thing he has on his chest. Now on top of the middle 2 red, place 2 more yellow. And then on top of those, place 2 more, but extend them out to the left and to the right by 1. Like so. This is just that star thing he has on his chest. Then on top of the middle 2 yellows again, place 2 more yellows. To give you that. That's just the little star thing he has. So I think what we'll do now is we'll go around and build up the detail on the arms as well. So again, we know the torso and arms are 12, so we know we have 4 for the hand and 1 white, which means we need 7 more. So find the inside. Oh, actually no, we've got a bit of detail. So first of all, grab your light grey and place a light grey on each corner. We'll do it that way, it'll be easier. Light grey on each corner, like so. Just like that. Now we know we have 6. 4 for the hand and 2 rows of wool. So that's 6. So now we know we need to place 6 on top. And we'll work on these inside ones. Place 6 on top. 4, 5, 6. Was that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And let me just check that there's no detail on the back, but I think you can do that on all of the inside ones. We'll just check. Yeah, you can actually do it like the whole back can be extended up to that height in red. There's no detail on the actual back row. So 6 on top of those 3 grey ones, the 2 back ones and the front inside one, and then fill in the back with the red. So at that point you can do the same on the other side. Or should we just do all the red as much as we can? I think we'll do all the red as much as we can. So again, these 2 on the front can also go all the way up to that level. If we do that on both arms first, I think it'll be easier. So on this arm it'll be a bit quicker. Find the inside one, place 6 on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take the whole back up to that level with your red. Self-explanatory really, this statue, but and then we can do from the inside the first 3 columns going out. That way we can just work on the little detail on his arm. So what is it? It's 3rd block down. So you can either do it that way, find the 3rd block down and place a yellow, or you can do it the other way and count up 1, 2, 3 reds and then place a yellow. However you want to do it, it's there. So do the position in there. 3rd one down from the top, or 1, 2, 3, 4th one up from the bottom. So you can do it either way. So we'll do it this way. 3 up from the grey and then a yellow on top. And then fill the rest up with red. Now this again is just like, it's supposed to be the star, but you can't fit a star. So come around to the side and extend the yellow back by 2 to give you 3, and then on top and below the middle one place another yellow to give you that little cross, and then just fill the rest of the arm in with red. That's it, done. So once you've done one side, fly around and do the other side. Yeah, extend back by 2 to give you 3, middle block, 1 up and 1 down with yellow. Fill the rest of the arm in with red. Pretty simple statue, but then I think all statues are pretty simple, so I'm not really one to judge. So let me work out the easiest way we can do this now. Yeah, the 2 spaces either side of this star on the front of the statue, just extend them all the way up to the top of the statue. Again, this part's quite plain. There's some 3D details we'll throw on at the end, but for now we'll just place those 2 rows either side of the star up to the top. You can also then go in and place the red in these 2 little spaces and on the 2 little corners around the star, just so it's filled in more and gives us a nice little rectangle to play with. Now all you want to do is, in that little rectangle where you have the yellow, place 3 more rows of red going up. 1, 2, 3. And then grab your white stained clay and fill in the last 3 rows in with your white stained clay. And should we do the detail on this bit while we're here? We might as well. Grab your light grey, and to the left and the right, and I know I always do that, I say left as I look at the right and I say right as I look at the left. I always do it. It's habit being right handed, I go to the right but say left first. So to the left and right of the white rectangle, yeah, I had to check then, it's 4 by 3, it is a rectangle, place a light grey coming forwards. Then we want to grab our white and place 3 white coming down underneath each one, like so. 1, 2, 3, coming down. You then want to find the middle white, it should be in line with that white stained clay, and extend it in over the white stained clay by 1 with white. Then come underneath those white sideways T's that you've just built and place a grey on the end coming down like that. It's just a bit of collar detail. It's pretty simple, but it looks quite good. So now we have round the back. So if we go round the back, if I can get round the back on my map that we have, we are very simple when it comes to the back. Yeah, super simple, the back, really. Now I've got to look at that. Right, yeah, we'll fly around the back, and if you've all caught up, we are here. So grab your red, and where you have that white line along the back, place a row of red on top. Then place, it'll be 4 rows of white until you get to this grey. So 4 rows of white on top. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 3, oh come on, and 4. So that's 4 rows of white on the back. Now, we actually messed up with the arms. There is like a block on top, but it doesn't matter. So once you're at this stage, grab your red, and on the outside ends next to where the arms are, red all the way up to the top. And then when you get to the top, get your black on the block. Just on the arm at the top is black. So when you do that on the opposite side, get to the top, on the block next to it, just swap for black. I didn't realise that. I didn't look on top of the statue until just then, as I flew over it. So it's not a biggie, that's it. The rest of this statue is now just a case of filling again. We'll do it the other way actually. Grab your light grey and connect the top block to the top block with your light grey, and then fill everything else in with white. That's how simple it is. I make it look difficult, but trust me, it is really simple. I'm not very good at these tutorials, am I? But hey, I can only get better. We can't get any worse, can we? So that's it. Very plain looking back of the statue really, but it's pretty cool. So when you put all the details in, it'll be fine. So we know it's like this statue is actually, it has a bigger head as well. So it's going to get a bit difficult, well, not difficult to explain, but it'll be more difficult to explain than a normal statue. But then, hey, normal statues are easy to build, why bother? So I think the best way we'll do it is we'll stay on the back first, because we have this whole head system. So if we go from them black blocks we placed in between the black block to the black block, should be a row of 8 brown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's it, 8 brown. Then extend it out the back of the statue by 2 rows, like so. That's it. We then want to spin round in front of the statue, and while we're here, we'll just fill in the 3 either side with red. You may as well do that while we're up here. You can fill the whole lot in if you want, but you don't have to. All you've got to do is extend the end 2 forward by 1 with your brown. Alright. Just because that's the only bit you'll see from the side, the rest of it's filled in. So you can fill it all in, but you don't need to. So now we're actually on to the face. So I swap out the same blocks that I need, don't I? I've just done it again because we'll need the white in a minute. What colour won't we need? We won't need yellow anymore, I don't think. So get your white stained clay, and across the 8 along the front, place your white stained clay. Then again, extend that forwards by 2, so it sticks out over the front. And that's where we're at now. We're actually at the stage of building up Chachi's face. So, easiest way to do the face, I think, is if we just put a white stained clay on each end, And then we grab black wool and working in from those white stained clay, place black and then fill in the space with white. Oh, fill in the space. So again, this is another thing that I like to do, which I will do because this is my statue tutorial and I can do how I please. I like to use quartz because they just look more like teeth. I also use quartz in the eyes because they look shinier, which I personally think is better. Another tip is I also use blocks of coal for the black parts of eyes because it's better, in my opinion. So, back to Chachi's face. On top of the mouth, 2 rows of white stained clay. And that's just Chachi's cheesy grin. So now again we're on to eyes. So I will grab my quartz, but if you prefer you can use your wool. The end on each is white, and then it's a standard eye, so we'll work in from the middle. You place black and then white, and then again on the other side black and then white. But as you can see, I am going to swap it for gold because I prefer gold for eyes. I don't know why. I just think having a different colour for eyes distinguishes away from the black that you use for the mouth, etc. So now fill in between the eyes these 2 spaces with white stained clay, and then place 1 more row of white stained clay right across the top. Now this is where we need these 2 random colours. So I know it's a strange one, isn't it? But hey, it's pretty good. Best way to do it. If we get the black. No, I've got coal there now because I've swapped it around. Black. We need the black. Grab the black. Come on. Right. On the end of each side, place 2 black coming up. As I say, he's got like a 3D helmet thing that I've done on it, so it's kind of a little bit different to a normal statue because it's a little bit wider and taller and stuff. So now you've done that, I think the best way to do is find the middle 2 blocks, and on the left 3 it'll be easier to build out of. It'll be easier to build forward off of after. Place 3 light blue, and on the right 3 place 3 cyan. Is it called cyan? I always get cyan and magenta the wrong way around. So once you've done that, what should we do? Well, the top is kind of part of the helmet, so grab your red, and on the 2 blocks next to, actually we'll do the middle first. Grab the white and place, oh, I've got the quartz. That's the only problem when you use different materials, you've got more than one of the same colour. Middle 2 blocks, place white. Either side, place red. That's it. We'll work on the goggles after that. Yeah. So the goggles he has are pretty straightforward. The white 2 that you've just placed in the middle, extend forwards with red. Then get your light grey, and either side of those red, place light grey. Then we grab your white, and either side of those white, either side of those light grey, place your white. 1, 2. Now, all you want to do now is get your red, and in front of the black on either side, extend those forwards by red. By 1, by red. By 1 in red is what I was meant to say. And then underneath the grey and the white on both sides, again extend forwards with the red. 1, 2, and 1, 2. And that's just simply the goggle bit done. Now, it does not look right at the moment because he has some details on this helmet and stuff. So I think I'm just trying to work out the easiest way to do this now, because he has like a black stripe and he has a red and white stripes and stuff like that, and it all sticks out a little bit and it's a bit different to a normal statue. So what we need to do is, does the helmet stick out the back? Yes. No. It doesn't stick out the back, but it does stick out the sides. I think the easiest way to do it would be come round to the back first, because we can work, we've got something to build off of then. So if we come round to the back and place 8 on top of the furthest point back on the brown, and then extend it out to the right and to the left by 1 with your black, like so. Then what you want to do is the ones that stick out, you want to kind of extend them towards the front until, where do they line up with? If we can get to the front of the statue without crashing into it. I'm talking about the pocket edition that I'm looking at, by the way. All the way to where I've done it to. How fluky is that? All the way till it lines up with the front of the statue. So again, you can do that on both sides. So it'll be, we'll count this one out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Extend towards the front by 5. So now, it's a bit awkward, but I think we'll work up. Right, so yeah, now get your white and place a white in front of that and extend it up until it's just underneath that black one above. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on top till it lines up with the black. Do it on the other side as well. So where the black bit is, we've just done white on there in front and then 4 on top. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it lines up with the black bit on the helmet at the front. Now again, grab your black wool and place a black on top of those whites that you've just done. And then what you want to do is you want to trace this black line underneath all the way around to the other side. So it will be, we'll count it back for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So come back by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you can either trace it round or you can do the same on the other side. Black on top, back by 6 till it lines up, and then come straight along the back like that. Now unfortunately, you know what I'm going to say next. Fill in between these two black lines with white. So I'm sorry to say it, it's a bit more filling, but it's not too bad because it's only a small area. The rest of the statue's virtually complete, and yeah, that's it really. It's kind of done. I've only got a couple more rows on the roof to do. The roof, it's not a house. The top to do, and then we're pretty much done. So I'm doing it column by column, quite badly I might add, but if you wish to do it row by tedious slower row, you can. However you want, that's my motto. Now the top of the helmet's actually quite easy. In fact, it's super easy because all you've got to do all you've got to do is basically drag these stripes all the way to the back, but the only difference is the end, because we'll start in the middle, get the white two and pull them all the way until they line up with the back like that. Then just do the same with the red either side of it. That's 2 rows all the way to the back of the statue, just like that. And I've noticed we've just come up to 29 minutes, so half an hour for me to build a statue and tutorial it, kind of. So once you've done that, imagine there's 2 extra white stripes, so just draw that black all the way to the back with the white and then extend it out on top of the black with the white. Pretty simple to do, quite annoying to explain. You can see what people are on about when they go on about it. So yeah, that is it. That is the statue. Just trying to line up on both at the same time, which is kind of difficult. That is the Superchache statue complete. However, I always try and give them something a little bit extra, just because that's what I do. So what I've done on, well, if you're happy with that and that is what you want, then thank you very much for watching this tutorial. Half an hour to build a statue, done. So that's all I did with Snake, done. You had a bit more 3D detail, so it took a bit longer. But if you wish to add something in Chachi's hand, and if you have watched Chach before, and hence why you found this video, we're going to put Torchie in his hand. If you've ever seen him, you'll remember Torchie from a while back on his underwater survival series. I think it was with Chibi Girl. And yeah, we're going to give him a Torchie. So the way I designed this, it was actually a bit of a nuisance to do, but I got it in the end. We'll need the brown wall. And say we can get rid of some of these colours. We'll need the red. We'll need the orange. We'll need the yellow. Come on. We'll need the light grey. And we'll also need, we won't need black. We won't need any of those. But we will also need two sorts of wood. Oak and spruce seem to be the quickest and easiest. So if you want to place Torchie in Superchache's hand, we need to find the middle two blocks in his hand and move down to, and extend these forwards by 2 rows with your brown. You then, I think we'll just do the brown at the same time, come to the bottom middle two, and again extend those both forwards by 2 rows with your brown. Now, if we grab our light grey, and in between those two, place light grey, just on the front ones, and extend them to the left and to the right by 1 with your light grey. Then what we want to do is, just trying to think the easiest way to do it, I try and avoid doing diagonals if I can. So, but I think there's going to be no way around it. So, place a grey coming forwards off each one, and then extend those out again, and then break away the middle two. So, oh, actually, we could have left them there. Leave them there. Leave them there. Don't break them away. Right, we can use them to build after. Then bring the furthest point out forward by 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So again, extend them in with your light grey, then forwards again, and then connect them together with 2. So that'll just give us that. I just say it'll be easier now. We've got those 4 to build underneath. So if we come underneath and extend those 4 blocks that we just left down by 1, like so, and then connect them together to make a little square underneath, like that. Now again, we kind of want to do that again. So the easiest way is place 1 block in and then 1 block down. Extend it forwards and obviously left to or right, depending which way you did it. Now we need to come back on here and we need to take out the 4 corner ones that we used to build down off of, and we need to take out that one that we built down off of. Well, that one doesn't really actually matter. You could, if you wanted to, have filled it in. Like this. This is a slightly smaller version of the Torchie that I did as well, because the other version I did it 6 wide. And it's like really big and it looks really good, but I'm doing a smaller version now, so that's why it's slightly different. Yeah, you can fill those in, it doesn't matter. Then you want to get 4 grey in the middle on top of them again. So yeah, you could have just left them all filled in apart from these ones. You need these ones missing. Now get your oak and place an oak on the front left. Actually it's 2, isn't it? 2 oak on the front left, 2 oak on the back right, and then fill the remaining ones in with spruce. And again, you can use any woods you want for that, it's just I prefer those ones. And now just build, oh, we've put the white away, we need white one. So now just build up a torch on top. Now, the torch that I found looks right, or looks okay, or not so bad, or whatever. There's loads of ways to do torches, but this is the one I went for. Grab your white, and looking from the front, go front right, back left. Then grab your yellow and fill in the opposite two. And then what I did was literally, if you get your orange on top of the yellows and you use your red on top of the whites, and that's it. That is a proportional version of Torchie. And so you don't even really need those 4 underneath. Looking at it now, I think it might stick down too far, so we'll leave them off. However you want it. It's just like 5 minutes to build a torch, half an hour to build the whole statue, and 5 minutes to build a torch. But yeah, that's just chat with Torchie. So I do like to try and give them something that ties them into a moment in time that I watched them. We'll get rid of that block. So while I was watching Chachi a lot, I still watch him now on Area 30. I say the series I watch mainly now is Area 33, so he's on there. So there it is, Superchache with Torchie. Hope you like it. I do. I think it's pretty cool, and I will be doing more because I'm not going to do anything that a certain other tutorialist has done. So don't ask. If you want Stampy, come and search for it. TSMC's done it. If you want Squid, TSMC's done it. Amy Lee, he's done. Squishy Quack, he's done. Any of the other big YouTubers, he's probably done. I'm going to work on the ones that I watch, and so that's it. I will do the other version of Squishy. I'll do Xbox Squishy because that's who I watch. I don't watch her on PC, but I watch her with Stampy. So, but yeah, stay tuned for more YouTuber statue tutorials. Don't know where, don't know when. Well, I know where, on this map. See you later. Bye. Oh, and don't forget to share it and like it and all that, because apparently it makes a difference and I get more stuff if I get more views and more chance of people subscribing if you like it or something. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I just make videos because I'm playing it anyway. See you later. Bye bye.